Well, well, well. Another great day to talk about the Cowboys, even though I do not have long. But we got a great show today. We're going to go for about an hour. And as training camp gets started next week, we're going to get back to our regular scheduled time, and we're going to be back at our regular scheduled length. But nevertheless, I have a great show for us today. The Cowboys have got some problems going. Cowboys have got some issues. And I'm calling this show the Contract Wars. I don't know if I'm going to try to get to the Dan Orlovsky business, but I am telling us, with these players that keep getting signed, it is the Contract Wars. And the Contract Wars is with the agent. Man, I'm going to show us some stuff today that is absolutely crazy when we look at the players the Cowboys have got to sign up. So the first player. So let me give us our show lineup, and then we're going to get to our roll call. I'm going to try to do my roll call, and I may have to do it with the same music. Man, I got like new equipment and this stuff. I've been struggling trying to get to figure out how to use some of this stuff. It's not that I'm very tech savvy, but I got to get used to using it versus the old stuff. But again, let me give us the show lineup for the day. The show lineup for the day, we're going to deal with Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith is about to break the bank. Tyler Smith is going to break the bank for the Dallas Cowboys. Then I'm going to show you all the upcoming contracts for the Dallas Cowboys. But the funny part is it's not just the contracts that are coming up. I'm going to show you who the doggone agents are for these players. And that is going to be the absolute crazy part. We'll talk a little bit about DeRon Bland's contract in there too, because something has transpired that is also going to affect the DeRon Bland contract. And then we're gonna we'll look at a little bit of this story with Dan Orlovsky if we have enough time. But again, this is going to be our show for the day. It is going to be this issue with Tyler Smith's contract, the upcoming contract for the Cowboys, DeRon Bland's contract, and then Dan Orlovsky is mad. But again, Cowboy fans, this is officially the Contract Wars. Now, I don't know if it's ever been this serious as far as it pertains to the Cowboys and these contracts, but they have a ton of these things coming up, and it's a matter of who they're battling against. So let's get a quick roll call in here. Let's see if I can get this stuff right. Man, I'm struggling today. I'm struggling. All right, we're gonna do this as I roll. We're gonna do this one as I roll call music. I may not even have it loaded. All right, I hadn't loaded up all my sounds on this thing yet. Man, y'all gotta work with me. Let's go. Let's get our roll call going. Let's go. C-Bass in the crib. What's going on with you? All right, let's see here. All right, let's get this to a little bit more of a manageable size here. Man, I am struggling. But I got my man C-Bass in the crib. C-Bass, what it do? All right. Man, boy, y'all pray for me. All right, let's get these comments. There we go. Got my man C-Bass in the crib. What's going on with you? Lord Nova 95 in the crib. Let's go. Dak owns Filthy. Let's go. Reality Cowboy in the crib. Let's go. Big Dal 8604. John Jones. Coyote. Gregory Davis. Let's go. Ghost of Mike McCarthy in the crib. Yes, sir. Great day to talk about the 79th best player in the NFL. Oh, man. Man. You know what? He made the top. He made the top 100 players. And again, hey, that's the player speaking. But boy, these other people, boy, they are, ooh, hallelujah in the crib. Let's go. Dino Hall, what's going on in the house? Randall Armstrong, what up with you? Great day for Cowboy fans after George Taylor. Yep. Boy, they got rid of that whole FS1. Man, that whole FS1 house of cards has come crashing down. Miss Matrix in the crib, what's going on? Jamal Ism, what's going on? Appreciate you. He said, love the content. Let's go. Jared Thomas, number one Dak Prescott fan. I'm number two. Jared Thomas said, gee, they will be for a little bit because it's Dallas, but it'll get done, and Dak is the great equalizer. He calms down things with this franchise. I agree. Miss Matrix, what's going on again? She said, hit that like button. Let's go. The ghost of Mike McCarthy, he said, as Orlovsky stopped running along out of the, stop running out of bounds. Yeah, looking for the TD. I know what you're talking about. I saw that highlight. I was rolling. Stephen White in this thing. What's going on? Coyote again. What's up? All right, let's go. Brady Mahoney again. Davion Wallace in the crib. D-Web in here. What's going on? We about to get this show started. Michael Smooth. Let's go.
Yo, G, bless him.
Oh, Cliff Rockefeller. He said he out there bass fishing. Let's go. John Henry in the crib. Appreciate y'all rocking with me today. All right, let's get this thing started. I see this. Hold on a second. This is Hilltop Kilson K. What's good, fam? Let's go. All right, so today, let's get to this thing about Tyler Smith. And so let's kind of look at what has transpired with the Dallas Cowboys. The problem is with the Cowboys is they keep letting other players get signed. And we're at a point now that it's not even about the player being the best player anymore. It's not even about that. It's not about the player being the best player anymore. It is now just a free-for-all, and it is basically down to whoever is the last one that gets paid, or whoever is the next one up. That's who now is going to get paid. Period. End of story. It is no longer about who is the best player in the position anymore. It's just who's next up to be paid. And so the Cowboys have made a mistake, and the Cowboys allowed a player by the name, and I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with this player. The Cowboys made a mistake and let Trey Smith get signed And the crazy part is, let's look at this real quick. The crazy part of this is, gang, Trey Smith isn't even the best offensive guard in football. He is not even the best guard in football, guys. He's not the best guard in football. But nevertheless, the Cowboys have allowed him to become the highest paid guard in football while putting Ty Smith, if I'm not mistaken, putting him on the 5th-year option. Hold on a second. Miss Major said, wait a minute. She said, I'm so bummed, y'all. She said, I'm in LA now, but leaving today, so she's going to miss the training camp. Okay. Hey, I'm hearing this training camp supposed to be fire, too. Man, boy, y'all got to pray for me. I got to get these things. This is the stuff that I forgot to get in here and set up. I'll have to set this stuff up afterwards, but I'll make some adjustments. Again, let me get this. Miss Matrix says she is leaving before training camp. Yeah, it's going to be a great training camp, I believe, for the Cowboys, too. I believe it's going to be a great training camp. Definitely going to, a lot of people Last year, they didn't get a chance to do it the way they want to, but this year I think it's going to be big. Brandy said we need to pay our players sooner so we can reset the market. No doubt, Brandy. No doubt about it. We have got to start paying these players sooner. We're putting ourselves in a chokehold. Now we got Trey Smith. He's the highest paid player. His contract is ridiculous. 4 years, $92 million, $23 million per year, $70 million guaranteed. Tyler Smith is going to break the bank. Tyler Smith is absolutely going to break the bank. And I'm going to show you. This isn't even the crazy part with his numbers. This isn't the crazy part. It goes to Mike McCarthy, said Jerry and Steven might want to get T. Booker off that rookie deal quickly if he shows up big this season. Hey, what's the soonest you can do it? Because the sooner, the better for Tyler Booker. Because Tyler Booker is going to be, I believe he's going to be a generational player. Oakland Rockefeller, he said, drinking in Frisco, Brandy had a meeting, feeling good. Thank you. Hope you well. Yes, sir. I'm telling us, this thing with Ty Smith is insanity, guys. And look at this. So these are the top 10 offensive guards right now. Top 10 highest paid guards. Trey Smith, Robert Hunt, Chris Lindrum, Quentin Nelson, Landon Dickerson, Joe Tooney, Samuel Cosme, Quinn Manens, Will Fries, and Joel Bitonio. Trey Smith, $70 million. Tyler Smith is going to break this. No doubt about it. He breaks this. He breaks this. The Cowboys should not have, I don't think they should have gave him the 5th year. I think they should have signed Micah way earlier. I think they should have signed him as soon as the season was over. They could have got him probably around the $30 million range. That would have allowed them to go ahead and quickly sign Tyler Smith. Could have got him in a very reasonable range. Probably could have got him at around 65. But now with Michael Parsons not being paid, now you don't have Michael Parsons being paid, it is just going to continue to escalate for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm telling you guys, this isn't even the crazy part. I'm just showing you Tyler Smith. This isn't even the crazy part. Look at this. This is how I know Tyler Smith is about to break the bank, and they're going to back the Brinks truck up at his crib. Trey Smith is ranked as the number 4. He's the 4th best, at least by ESPN. He's the 4th best offensive guard in the game. It's over. Tyler Smith is considered number 2. And a lot of people consider Tyler Smith to be the best offensive guard in football. Cowboys should have already paid this guy. They should have already paid Michael Parsons. The nonsense they have going with Michael Parsons is crazy. They should have been done, Sam. The Cowboys are going to so overpay for Michael Parsons. I don't care what anyone says now. The Cowboys are going to overpay for Michael Parsons. And it's not because Michael Parsons isn't good. What's going on, Ice Cold Cowboy? It's not because Michael Parsons isn't good. They just keep waiting. And now we got the kid, the Watt kid over in Pittsburgh. Now he's saying, well, he wants to be the highest paid. This is crazy work. It's absolutely crazy work. I don't understand why the Cowboys are doing this. I mean, it's kind of like it's typical Cowboy stuff, but as much good as they've done in free agency, as much good as they've done in the draft, as much good as they've done in the trade market, you would think they would just continue to follow suit and keep doing things the right way. Why not? Why not sign players early? Why not sign players early? Why put yourself in this position? Hallelujah said they making these Smiths in a lab somewhere. And these Tylers. These Tylers and these Smiths, hallelujah. I don't understand why would they do this stuff to themselves. It is crazy work to me. Yeah, TJ Watt over in Pittsburgh, Jared. Why are they doing this? Newhouse fam in the crib, what's going on? I don't understand why the Cowboys are doing this. It is crazy. But wait a minute. That ain't the crazy part, guys. Watch this next part. So we got his contract years, right? So we know Ty Smith will be the highest paid. Look who the agents are for Ty Smith. Do y'all realize, and this is our second topic, let's just move right into it. Athletes first. Athletes first are, something's going to have to be done with this athletes first agency. I mean, they are going to be a monopoly on all the players before it's over. They are going to be the only sports agency representing players. I mean, the NFL, I don't know what they can do about this thing with athletes first, but they're going to have to do something about athletes first, because athletes first is going to not only have the Dallas Cowboys in a chokehold. Athletes first, they have the entire NFL in a chokehold, guys. Their client list is enormous. Do we not realize that all of the players the Cowboys have got to sign over the next season, every last one of those players is represented by athletes first? This is crazy work. This is crazy work. Jerry Jones said he don't know who David Mulugeta is. Yeah, he about to know who David Mulugeta is. Not only is he going to know who David Mulugeta is, Jerry is going to lose sleep with this athletes first thing. He going to lose sleep. Look at these players. So the Cowboys, Todd France, athletes first, Dak Prescott was the highest paid, but the reality is now, it is not him. It is not him, it's Josh Allen. Josh Allen, I think, has the most guaranteed money now. Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons is about to be the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. David Mulugeta, athletes first. Ty Smith's contract is coming up. Jay Panos and Todd France. There is agents. Athletes first. I'm telling y'all, man, the Cowboys are at war. The Cowboys are about to be at war with athletes first. Newhouse fam said, you babe. I feel you too. Newhouse fam said, call them athletes foot after all this. Yeah. They are about to be, and they already are a problem. They are already a problem. I don't know. The Cowboys, man, they got issues. Hey, Robert Paulson, what's going on? Hey, you can scratch out seem. You can scratch out seem to be. You can just go ahead and say it, Robert Paulson. Just say it for what it is. Agents are running the NFL now. They're running the NFL. It is only a time before they start having some power in the NFLPA. And they're going to have some say-so in the NFLPA just by default. Simply because they are so demanding when it comes to their players. And they can tell me athletes first all they want to. No, it's not athletes first. It's athletes first. Because the more money they get for their clients, the more money they get. I'm not mad at them, but at the same time, they are holding up some of these deals because of the absolute crazy demands they're putting on NFL franchises. I'm telling us, the NFL better do something. If the NFL don't do something quickly, it is going to be bananas up in here. Brandy Mahoney said, Tyler, she said, take Jones for all the $100 million you deserve because they paid Trey 92. Tyler deserves 100. Well, here's the problem, Brandy. How are we going to pay all these players? How you pay them all? Michael Parsons, Tyler Smith, Brandon Aubrey? Man, I said this last year. The Cowboys should have extended Brandon Aubrey. The Cowboys should have extended Brandon Aubrey during the season. Uh-oh, look who else is on the list. Trayvon Diggs. I mean, not Trayvon Diggs, I'm sorry. George Pickens. George Pickens. George Pickens is on the list, y'all. George Pickens is with athletes first. George Pickens. We don't have to worry about Tyler Guyton right now. Malik Hooker, he's probably going to be a casualty. We're not going to have to worry about him. Dante Fowler, I think he's a one-year rental. I don't think the Cowboys will deal with it. If Sam Williams becomes who we want Sam Williams to be, Dante Fowler is here for a year and he's gone. Damone Clark. If Damone Clark has a monster season, the Cowboys will be dealing with them on this too. This is crazy work. How are they going to sign all these players? How do they do it? I don't think the Cowboys should have ever let Tyler Smith nor Michael Parsons hit that fifth-year option. They should have paid him. Yes, sir, Robert Paulson, they're running the league. Straight up. In particular, this agency. Why wouldn't everybody want to sign with this agency? And every time they have a client, their player becomes the highest paid player in the league. Why wouldn't everybody want to sign with this agency? There's no doubt about it. I could definitely see why everybody wants to sign with them. See, I think this is a part of the game. The NFL owners, because of the way they used to do players, and I guess at the same time, hey, what comes around kind of goes around. The NFL used to basically own players. You couldn't, I don't care if they were underpaying you. There was nothing you could do. Well, now that free agency has hit a level that I don't think the NFL ever thought it would reach. The agents are running this thing. They're running this thing. And I don't know at this point if there's anything anybody could do. They're running it. Ron Hanna, straight up, Mr. 47, he says they will own the NFL at this rate, G. Straight up facts. They're running it. And this is why I'm telling y'all, I think this is a part. I think this is a part of why Jerry hasn't signed Michael Parsons. See, I'm going to tell y'all about where I am with Michael Parsons. I like Michael Parsons. I have an absolute problem with Michael Parsons, though. I have an absolute problem with Michael Parsons because Michael Parsons was the same one saying that he didn't have to be the highest paid player. And for me, a man has to stick, you know what? It is what it is, but a man should stick to his word. And it don't matter if Myles Garrett, it don't matter if Crosby, it shouldn't matter if anybody got signed in the grand scheme of things to me. Because if you say you don't have to be the highest paid player, then doggone it, prove it. Because Michael also said it depends upon who we are trying to sign. Hold on a second, Michael Parsons. Can I show you something? Can I show you something? Michael Parsons said it depends on how aggressive that we're trying to be. He said that, not me. Okay. How much more aggressive can you get than George Pickens? How much more aggressive can you get, Cowboys fans? George Pickens doesn't just help out the offense. George Pickens helps out the defense. He helps out the whole team. How aggressive is it, Michael Parsons? Still got to sign Donovan Ezeraku. Everybody been screaming the Cowboys need a one tech. Y'all want a one tech and pay Michael Parsons? Tell me. Because Michael Parsons said it all depends on how aggressive the Cowboys are trying to be. Seems like to me they're trying to be aggressive. We keep talking about it, and I've been saying I don't think the Cowboys are done. But, hey, at the rate they're going with these contracts, they're going to have to be done. I don't know what they're going to do. This is some serious stuff. Robert Paulson said Cowboys need some tough acting to Straight up. Straight up. Y'all tell me what y'all think. This is crazy to me. Oak Cliff Rockefeller, Eagles got it down pat. Why? You know what? So at the end of the day, the way you have to do it, Oak Cliff Rockefeller, if you're going to do it the way the Eagles do it, you have got to put all of these people on contracts, and then you have to put void years. I mean, you got to put void years out to wazoo on all of these contracts. It's the only way you can do it. That's the only way they're going to be able to do it, Oak Cliff Rockefeller. Goes to Mike McCarthy said, and that's because salaries and bad contracts are even worse in MLB and NBA. In the NFL right now, the agents are fighting for more guaranteed money for the clients. MLB and NBA is already there. Yep. I'm telling you, goes to Mike McCarthy. NFL needs to start taking some measures. I'm all about people getting paid, but I'm also not about letting the agents run the NFL. Somewhere in there, you're going to have to find a happy medium, because at the rate we're going, these doggone agents, they're running it. And again, I love Michael Parsons as a player, but I got a little bit of beef with him. And I know people have let this die down, and it's amazing to me how people won't hold you accountable for stuff that you say. But I didn't say it. He said it. He said, I don't have to be the highest paid player. You know what they say about the team with the highest paid player. You can't put players around them. Well, Michael Parsons, Cherry has put players around y'all. In particular, he's put players around Michael Parsons. Donovan Ezeraku, Dante Fowler, Solomon Thomas. He's put players around him. He's fixed it. The Joneses are trying to put the Cowboys in position to be able to win a chip. But with these contracts, this is crazy work. I'm just telling us. It's crazy work. It's crazy work with these contracts. And then you start seeing stuff like this. And this is the very dumb stuff that I had already said. I don't want to see this dumb stuff. All these reports coming out about Michael Parsons. I mean, who is this stuff coming from? Cowboys Michael Parsons not playing the waiting game in contract talks. This doesn't sound like the same person to me. Who got in his ear? And I know who got in his ear is his agent. And at the end of the day, these agents, don't let them fool you. They're out for themselves too. They're not just out for the players. They're out for themselves. These agents, trust me when I tell you, they live large. They absolutely live large. Multiple clients. You don't think they're living large? You don't think they're trying to secure more and more guaranteed money? Because if they secure more and more guaranteed money, that's money they're getting too. Straight up. These agents, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Brandy, I agree with you. Our kicker is A1. They should have paid him last year. Alabama, what up? He said, don't forget the NFL did have collusion, so the agent's taking them to the bank. Straight up. That's why I said it's coming full circle on them. Some of the stuff they did. Miss Matrix said, I don't know, G, but somehow Philly pulling it off for now. The way Philly is pulling it off, Miss Matrix, they are signing their players and they put a ton of void years on the back end of the contracts. That's number two. I'm sorry, Miss Matrix. That's number two. They sign these players, they put a ton of void years on the back. But let's get to the number one reason why they're successful. They set the markets. That's why they're successful. They didn't wait on A.J. Brown. They didn't wait on Devontae Smith. They didn't wait on Jalen Hurts. Heck no. They didn't wait on Saquon Barkley. They didn't wait on to see what was Derrick Henry going to get paid. Heck no. They didn't wait on Bijan Robinson. They didn't wait. The Eagles are very smart in this. They set the markets. Let's look at the third reason, Brandy. The Eagles are willing to let players go where the Cowboys are not. The Eagles will let some players go too. The Eagles don't fall in love with their players. They'll let their players go. They'll do those void years. And they do contracts way early. The Eagles have got it figured out. The game the Cowboys messed themselves up on is they wait too late. Lisa Worley in the crib, what's up? The Cowboys wait too late. And they're doing the same thing again. They have waited too late. And so I believe they're going to have to say goodbye to some of these players. Brandy Mahoney, she said, I'm willing to say goodbye to Damone and Hooker. Yeah, I think Hooker's going to be a casualty. I think Damone Clark could be a casualty. We won't have to worry about Dante Fowler, but you are going to have to worry about Sam Williams. Oh, Newhouse fam, no doubt. The kickers are going to get paid. Straight up. They are going to get paid. Hallelujah. You tell me. I don't know why Damone Clark has so many agents. Oak Cliff Rockefeller's been 30 years. Oak Cliff, this is the part they got to get. See, all the other improvements they made, the way they're doing their contracts, this is where the Cowboys have got to, man, they got to do some work. They have got to do some work. They did this contract stuff all wrong. All wrong. Ghost Mike McCarthy said it's okay. Dallas has Cap Wonderboy. He says they have Cap Wonderboy to figure it all out. Well, hey, he got his work cut out for him. Got his work cut out for him. C-Bay said been saying those two weren't good last season. Oh, you're talking about the safeties, yeah. Ice Cold Cowboy, he said, Newhouse, I sent a budget rental car to take him to the airport. Boy, yeah. Kevin Howard, what's good? Poopy D in the crib, what's going on? Man, I'm telling us. Yeah, Alabama, that collusion thing really got people looking funny. And that's another reason why these agents are going for the jugular vein. They are. I believe they're going for the jugular vein. And so this stuff with Michael Parsons, man. Parsons talking about not waiting. This is the very stuff that I didn't want to see, but it's just pouring out just now, day after day after day. It says, but those who think Parsons is waiting for more leaves to fall with TJ Watt wanting a new contract too, says you're mistaken. It says no, because their numbers got nothing to do with mine, and my numbers ain't got nothing to do with them. Parsons said after this, as he's used football camp on Tuesday, he says, like I'm younger than Hendrickson, Hutchinson's coming off an injury. Everyone's circumstances are completely different. Hutch is coming off his third year. Usually guys wait 4 years, so it just all depends. Watt, he's up with Myles Garrett, so it's different. Everyone's circumstance is different. I disagree. Because at the end of the day, I just think there's one circumstance that matters. What did the last guy get paid? That seems to be the circumstance. It doesn't seem to be about who's the best. It doesn't seem to be about any of those things. It just seems to be about who's up next. Who's up next? That's what they're all doing. Who's up next? And that's the game the agents are playing. These agents don't care nothing about this, that, or the other. They're not concerned about winning Super Bowls. They're not worried about any of those things. The agents' Super Bowls or when they get their players the huge contract, and I think they've said as much. That's their Super Bowls. And don't let these guys fool you. It's not just getting their player the highest paid contract. It's about putting money in their own pocket. I understand the business. Sometimes the business is dirty. Ron Hanna, he said the Cowboys need to take a stance because the reality is we can't pay everyone, and that's the truth. Hey, you're right. We can't pay everyone. And not only that, when you think about this in the grand scheme of things, the contract wars. I mean, and let me tell you something for everybody talking all this stuff about DeRon Bland. Man, y'all better stop. Do we not understand how hard it is to find cornerbacks? It is hard. We're already seeing this season. How hard is it to find cornerbacks? I believe Trayvon Diggs is a casualty this year. I don't think the Cowboys are going to re-sign Trayvon Diggs. Straight up, don't think they're re-signing him. But you can't not sign Trayvon Diggs and then let DeRon Bland go. No, you got to pay DeRon Bland. Some people are saying that DeRon Bland is not even one of the top cornerbacks in the league. I saw some people talking about this. I don't know all this business about DeRon Bland not being one of the top 10 cornerbacks in this league. But it is very obvious, guys. This game, it is no longer about being the best at your position. It's just no longer about this no more. It is now simply about who is the next person getting paid. Goes to Mike McCarthy. He says, Garrett and Hendrickson ate against all of the old lines in the league, no matter how good and bad, and neither one was susceptible at stopping the run. Hey, this isn't about who's the best anymore. I don't. It's just no longer about being the best. Now it's just about who is up for the next contract. And so, again, as I'm talking about DeRon Bland's contract, the problem with DeRon Bland contract is this. Now this is being reported. Just like Trey Smith broke the bank, now we got this happening. Now we got Pat Surtain II signs a humongous deal with the doggone Denver Broncos. Says here, Pat Surtain, 4-year, $96 million contract extension. Now, DeRon Bland isn't better than Patrick Surtain to me. I think the tape will show it. I think the stats will show it. Patrick Surtain is not better than DeRon Bland. But I don't think we're talking about him being better than DeRon Bland. I mean, him being better than Patrick Surtain. I don't think it even matters anymore. Some people say he's not top 10. Well, he's a year removed from definitely being top 10. He's got to stay healthy. But you're not letting DeRon Bland go. You're not letting DeRon Bland go. I don't believe the Cowboys would let DeRon Bland go. Cornerback is just too hard to find. You can't let go of Trayvon Diggs and let go of DeRon Bland. I mean, I guess you can. Kyer Elam, I didn't even put him on the list. Kyer Elam's going to be a problem. If Kyer Elam balls out for the Cowboys, he's going to be another problem. Contract year. Because it's a 1-year deal. So it's automatically a contract year for him. You can't let go of all the cornerbacks. You got Savon Revel Jr. You're going to have to sign DeRon Bland. Where does Kyer Elam, what does Kyer Elam fit into it? Cowboys, I'm telling you guys, it is contract wars galore. It is contract wars galore. Goes to Mike McCarthy. He said you still have to find a way to pay George Pickens. Let me tell y'all something. I'm just telling you about me. If I'm looking at this list, there are some people on this list I'm prioritizing. Michael Parsons is going to get signed. We don't even talk about that. Tyler Smith, Brandon Aubrey, George Pickens. You have got to sign them, and I think you have to sign DeRon Bland. But the question comes down to, do you pick George Pickens over DeRon Bland? You'd probably have to pick George Pickens over DeRon Bland. And that's terrible, but you probably have to do it because getting that wide receiver duo is hard. You might be willing to go with a lesser guy at the cornerback position, but not a lesser guy at the wide receiver position because we've seen where that's got us. Newhouse fam, yep, Jerry falls in love with certain players. Some he may have to let go. Ice cold, Tom Brady took all these pay cuts to keep a solid team around him. Yep. Poobie D, don't blame Michael. Jerry should have called his bluff. Ooh. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you on that, Poobie D. Straight up. Yeah, I'm with you. The moment he said he didn't have to be the highest paid player, Poobie D, I'd have swooped in like an eagle. Boy, I'd have swooped in like an eagle on his prey. I'd have immediately gave him a contract, $30 million a year. Boom, done in the story. You're right, Poobie D. Jerry should have called his bluff straight up. And that's why I say it again. It ain't Michael Parsons' fault. Jerry should have paid him. Jerry should have paid him when he first started talking all that stuff. Jerry and Steven should have paid him immediately. Oak Cliff Rockefeller said it's sus what Jerry does every freaking year with your cornerstone players. Straight up. I'm telling you, Oak Cliff Rockefeller, the moment Michael would have said, I don't have to be the highest paid player, I'm swooping in right then and I'm signing him. Straight up. Ice Cold Cowboy said those 9 interceptions in 2 years, 9 interceptions 2 years ago were nice. Hey, it's the thing that's going to get DeRon Bland paid. If the Cowboys don't pay him, he getting paid. Straight up. He getting paid. No doubt about it. And I'm going to tell you something. I think if DeRon Bland goes somewhere else in this league, he's going to be one of the top corners in this league. Straight up. USMC, appreciate that super chat. Woo, boy, USMC. USMC said, seriously, they need to let Parsons go. Way too much money. He says you need to focus on the Smith and a true defensive end and Pickens. Boy, I am telling you, hey, USMC, that would take some guts right there. I mean, that would take some guts. It would. Lisa Worley, some signings is going to go down when training camp starts. Lisa, I heard something crazy today, and we're going to see how this turns out. I heard something crazy today. Oh, no, it was yesterday. One of the Cowboys insiders, one of the team reporters, I think it was, he said from what he's hearing, Lisa, he said that the Cowboys might not even sign Michael Parsons during training camp. That's what I'm hearing. He said it's not going to be when it starts. He said they're not paying him. That's what I'm hearing. They're not paying him. From what I'm hearing, they're not paying him. Dominique Pittman, what's going on? I'm telling us, they're saying they're not paying him at the beginning of the. And the dumb part to me is, why not pay him now? If you know you're going to pay him later, pay him now. It don't make sense. Blue Star, what's up? Yes, sir. Been a while. Good to see you. Yeah, boy, hey, I did the videos on them boys losing a job. It is what it is. They're a victim of their own circumstances. They were terrible. Oak Cliff Rockefeller. Sauce got the bag. Yep, he got the bag. Man, and we were talking about trying to sign Sauce Gardner. Now the Cowboys going to have to pay. They're going to have to pay George Pickens because George Pickens is better than Sauce. Wait a minute. Sauce Gardner is the corner, right? Sauce is the corner. I thought the wide receiver for the Jets got paid too. Yeah, Sauce Gardner, I'm thinking he's the corner, correct? Yeah, he's the corner. Sauce Gardner got the 4-year, $120 million deal. I don't think DaRon Bland going to get Sauce Gardner money. I don't think he's going to get Sauce Gardner money. But DaRon Bland, I'm telling you, he's not going to get that from the Cowboys. But if DaRon Bland balls out this season, people don't understand that DaRon Bland can play inside and out. He's a very versatile corner. Gives us some big plays, but he makes some big plays. He's a ball hawk if he can stay healthy. If DaRon Bland leaves the Cowboys, he will get, I don't think he'll pass Sauce Gardner. This that Sauce Gardner money right here. I don't think he'll surpass Sauce Gardner. $120.4 million deal with the Jets. Highest paid cornerback of all time. I don't think DaRon Bland get that money, but he'll get close. But watch this part. Let me tell you what's even more ridiculous. What if DaRon Bland plays inside and outside for the Cowboys and gets another 5, 6, 7 interceptions with just 3 returns for touchdowns? DaRon Bland will approach this kind of money. I'm telling you. DaRon Bland will get paid if he gets even close to what he was a couple seasons ago. I don't think he's in the class with Sauce or Surtain. I mean, those two guys are just different. But I'm telling us, DaRon Bland is going to get paid. This is contract wars with the Cowboys, guys. I'm telling us. It's contract wars. Straight up. Contract wars. Dang Liam in the crib, what up? It's contract wars, I'm telling us. Straight up. C-Base, he said, I'd franchise Pickens next year. Okay. Yeah. You got to keep, George Pickens is a must. You must keep George Pickens. The Cowboys cannot let George Pickens go. Straight up, they can't. You're not going to get an opportunity. I just don't think you get this opportunity again. You have got to. You have got to keep George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb together. You just do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got your blue star. Again, man, I'm just telling us. Internal thought, he said, I do think Michael Agent is in his ear though, about a big yeah, no doubt. I'm with you. About a big deal. I am absolutely with you. All right, y'all forgive me on some of these comments. We'll correct this offline today. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Goes to Mike McCarthy. Donovan Ezeraku. Yep. I think he is a Michael Parsons replacement. The problem is, I think he's a replacement on down the road. I don't think he's the replacement now, and that becomes the problem. But at some point, goes to Mike McCarthy, this ownership is going to have to take a stand against athletes first. I don't know what else to tell us. They're going to have to take a stance against athletes first, because athletes first, man, they running the Cowboys. Brandon Mahoney, I'm telling you. Brandon Mahoney said Michael said he didn't have to be the highest paid until he saw Myles Garrett's contract. Yep. And I also think, Brandy, David said, I can get you that money, Mike. I can get you that money. Gregory Davis, he said, remember, Diggs will be back. If he plays like he did before, the injury blend is expendable. Gregory Davis. Don't let me say I don't think there's anything Trayvon Diggs can do. Trayvon Diggs, to me, has got to have an incredible season. I mean, Trayvon Diggs' issues were not just injuries. Trayvon Diggs, just for whatever reason, Poor tackling. Poor tackling. Didn't want to tackle. He's not, let me tell you, Trayvon Diggs is not fast enough to cover the way that he used to. He never was a burner, but he had instincts. But he's not a fast guy to begin with. I don't know. I mean, if I'm the Cowboys, I mean, you might keep Trayvon Diggs. I could see why you would say they'll keep Trayvon Diggs because of the contract, maybe. Because of the contract situation. That's interesting right there. Maybe because his contract is already there, you can push it into void years. I don't think the I just don't think the Cowboys will do it. Let me see here. And see, then the problem is with Trayvon Diggs. This becomes the problem with Trayvon Diggs. And this is the reason why I think they're going to let him go. This is the reason why I think they're going to let him go. They're going to let him go because next year, this is where his contract gets into those numbers that you don't really want to pay these numbers. Look at his contract next season. So next season is when he really makes that jump. He makes the $18 million jump. His cap hit in 2026 is $18 million. Then the contract he hits you with in 2027, it's $23 million. $18 million next year, $23 million the year after that. He's going to have to be incredible to me. To pay Trayvon Diggs $18 million, he has got to play incredible. You have to ask yourself at that point, would you rather just pay DaRon Bland $18 million and go ahead and work out some kind of long-term contract with DaRon Bland? I mean, I'm just telling you, for me right now, I would take, just for me right now, I'd take DaRon Bland. I would take DaRon Bland over Trayvon Diggs. That surgery Trayvon Diggs had, the way he's played over the last year, the health issues, I would take DaRon Bland. I would. If I could get him at a good price, I'm keeping DaRon Bland. Poobie D said keep him from camp so he don't get hurt. Michael will be there, but I don't think he's going to do anything. Yep, I don't think he's going to do anything. Yeah, there's no point in talking about Dak's contract. It's a wrap on that one. But Oak Cliff, you said it. He said we love being different. This is not primetime days, Jerry. Yep, I agree with you. Hallelujah said everybody says let Michael go until he's gone. And we're seriously trash your defense because it changes teams' whole offensive scheme and game plan versus us. Well, I don't think you could let Michael Parsons go without getting multiple players to replace him. And if you're not going to get multiple players to replace him, it's a mute it's a mute conversation. No, the Cowboys have to get multiple players. I mean, I'm taking nothing less than 2 firsts and 2 seconds. I mean, you'd have to give me a king's ransom for Michael Parsons. You absolutely would. But I don't think it's going to be the issue because I think the Cowboys are going to pay Michael Parsons. The issue is what do they do after that? And let me read this article real quick they have over here on DaRon Bland. Because I'm telling this man, this dude, DaRon Bland, I just don't think the Cowboys want. He's gonna be a big time paid cornerback. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that remember the stuff that DaRon Bland did. I mean, it's not like he got a knee injury. Says here DaRon Bland is going to be a very rich dude in all likelihood. Yep, it's going to all likelihood it's going to happen outside of the state of Texas. Bland heads into the final season of his 4-year, $3.97 million rookie contract. The Cowboys have had this dude on they've had this dude on box of Cracker Jacks. He's outplayed the contract. There's no doubt about it. He says, haven't outplayed the contract by any metric known to man. Mason Cameron has him ranked as the number 1 free agent cornerback headed into next year. He breaking the bank. Shoot, this dude breaking the bank straight up. It says with the Cowboys already locked into the massive 5-year, $97 million contract extension signed by All-Pro cornerback Trayvon Diggs in March 2023, the odds of Dallas paying both players pretty much zilch. DaRon Bland makes up half of Dallas' supremely talented cornerback tandem, but remains without a deal heading into the 2025 season and reportedly isn't in talks for one currently. Cameron wrote on May 7th, to add salt to the wound, the Cowboys spent a day 2 draft pick at cornerback, likely signaling their budget doesn't include an extension for Bland. I don't know if I agree with this. I don't see the Cowboys keeping Trayvon Diggs. I don't see him doing it. Trayvon Diggs has been injured the last 2 seasons. Why would they keep Trayvon Diggs? The Cowboys can literally walk away, not only walk away from Trayvon Diggs, but the Cowboys can walk away from Trayvon Diggs, and I'm thinking they can save, what, $13 million? I would walk away from Trayvon Diggs. I would. I mean, unless Trayvon Diggs balls out this season. Oh, no, I'm walking away from Trayvon Diggs. I am. Y'all tell me what you think. I'm keeping DaRon Bland over Trayvon Diggs. He's not injured. He hasn't had some experimental procedure done on his knee. No. Man, I got to see what Trayvon Diggs is. I am not buying all this. You know, a lot of people are big on all of the stuff that he's doing rehabbing. Man, that's not the same as live action. That's not the same. I mean, they're walking you through some of that stuff, and they're walking you through at a certain type of tempo and pace. Until I see Trayvon Diggs back on the field, tackling, staying on his assignments, shutting down wide receivers, making big plays. If I'm the Cowboys, no, I'm at this point, Trayvon Diggs' contract is prime to walk away from. I'm definitely going to see what DaRon Bland wants. And again, Kyrie Elam is going to be a part of this conversation. I'm telling you, the Cowboys, if Kyrie Elam comes in here and does what he's supposed to do, the Cowboys are going to be trying their hardest to re-sign Kyrie Elam. You watch what I tell you. It says Dallas has an embarrassment of riches at cornerback. A lot of people would disagree with this. It says, while Diggs is also a 2-time Pro Bowler and led the NFL with 11 interceptions in 2021, Bland was an NFL All-Pro and Pro Bowler in 2023. He led the NFL with 9 interceptions. And let's not forget his interception returns. And he set the NFL single-season record with 5 interception returns for touchdowns. It says Bland also tied Houston Oilers safety Ken Houston's NFL record for most defensive touchdowns in a single season, set back in 1971. I just don't know if you really do you let this guy walk. Says Bland just needs to stay somewhat healthy and show he can play lockdown defense in 2025 in order to land the payday of a lifetime. And Sport Track projects his market value in the neighborhood of a 4-year, this is that Surtain the second money, 4-year, $94.2 million free agent that will put Bland among the top 5 highest paid cornerbacks in the NFL at approximately $23.7 million per season. Now, again, you can offset that. Trayvon Diggs' contract, you can walk away from it after this season. Unless Trayvon Diggs makes it hard for you. If Trayvon Diggs makes it hard for you, stays healthy, and you can't even say stay healthy the whole season because he's not going to play the whole season. So with Trayvon Diggs, what you're saying is we're going to go by what we see this year, and then we'll take a chance on the other 2. Or do you say we're going to go ahead and stick with DaRon Bland? We got Savon Revel Jr., and then maybe we go in the draft and get us another cornerback. It's kind of where we are, though. Conundrum. Daniel M. said it's time we get these extensions done and not waste a moment. I agree with you. If the Joneses boys wait until the start of the season, the cap space will be ruined next season. Hey, I'm with you. Michael Parsons, to me, should have been done in November. Michael Parsons should have been done in November. No doubt about it. Should have been done in November. Crazy to wait this long. Just crazy. John Jones says DaRon Bland and Sam the Slam Williams will be in Washington next year. And you know what, John Jones? I am not going to doubt it. If the Cowboys let those 2 walk, Yeah, I can definitely see it. But I don't know if the Cowboys are going to let Sam Williams walk simply because Dante Fowler's a 1-year rental. The Cowboys may try to hold on to Sam Williams. Goes to Mike McCarthy, says, oh, Jerry and Steven could get smart and follow the Philly model for doing business. I mean, it's the only way you're going to be able to do it. I mean, you literally just have to say, we're going to sign these guys and just push all the money down in the void years. It's the only thing you can do. Uncle Charles, what up? He said, salute, let's talk Cowboys. Jerry Jones needs to pay everybody that's due to get paid. We can't keep doing this. It never works out. You know what? I'm going to agree with you. I think you have to figure out a way to get it all done. The team right now is on the verge. They're on the verge. It's just, these players, man, you got to keep them. You got to find a way to keep them. You do. Hey, Ron Hanna said, gee, anybody comes with 2 firsts and a second to me would be hard to pass up. Yeah, I mean, you got to get multiple players to take the place of Michael Parsons. You can't take Michael Parsons' place with one player. You can't. You can't. You already got Donovan Ezraku. You're going to have to get more than him to take the place of Michael Parsons. You would have to get multiple pass rushers. Brandy says, David, you messing up our country. Oh, man. All right, guys, I got to get the Bible study. I'll be back tomorrow. It's about that time. We're going to get ramped up. Training camp starting next week. The stories are about to start pouring in. I got more news coming for you on my videos. Ezraku must be Parsons' replacement in 2032. Yeah. Hey, you know what, Poobie D? I think this is going to be Parsons' last contract with the Cowboys. I do. Reality Cowboy, yeah, we drafted Michael's replacement, Ezraku. Diggs' replacement in Revel. Yeah, Diggs, I think he's done. I do. Jerry will trade Michael for draft capital, get rid of the podcast and big salaries. Yeah, for real. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. We about to get ramped back up on Let's Talk Cowboys. We're gonna get everything solidified with all this stuff that we got and trying to get it all figured out. We're gonna get it done, and we're gonna get back to rocking all week long. We're gonna get back to some Cowboys After Dark. I appreciate y'all rocking with me again. I'll see y'all on my videos I'll be posting. I'll see you on the next video I post, and I'll see you on the live stream tomorrow. Until the next time, Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.